I'm gonna make trading work no matter what. I don't have any other choice right now.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another student interview with Rana here. What's good, Rana?
What's up, guys?
So recently I saw you just sent it, I believe it's in our chat, right? Counts up like 8K per account, right?
Oh yeah.
Super clean. And you secured your first ever prop firm payout.
Yep, I did.
Super clean, bro. What would you say has been like the biggest thing that is kind of making trading click right now for you?
For me personally, right now, I'd say journaling. Journaling's number one thing that's made it click.
If you had to give like some advice to like a beginner trader who's like crashing out right now, has no discipline, what would you kind of say to them?
Well, I would say like you truly know what you're doing wrong. Because I was putting aside some things and I was like, oh, you know what? I don't need that. I don't need a journal.
Yeah.
But then I got to my lowest point where I had blown all my accounts, spent my whole check on it, and I had to wait 2 weeks until I could get paid again. Then I could start trading again. But in those 2 weeks, I had this realization that I'm not truly putting in 100%, like everything in my power. So I decided to change that. And one of my buddies, he actually used the Discord a lot to journal. I was like, dude, that's a great idea because I already have Discord open, and so I started journaling on Discord.
Yeah, for sure. Journaling definitely super important. Also, I want to talk about like the manifestation thing, like how you're speaking it into existence, making it kind of get better. Because the videos you sent, like I used to do the same thing pretty much. Like things that I would want in my life, I would kind of just like speak of them. Like literally how you did. And it's like crazy how that works, right?
No matter what, I don't have any other choice.
Fuck, really just had that really doubting moment where in my trading journey is just failure and it just feels like, I don't know, there's a lot of doubt that comes up. I'm starting to see some results, and I knew all my hard work and my dedication would pay off. Dude, it's insane because I was first year into college right now.
Yeah.
I was about like a month into my classes. I was taking business.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is not what I want to do. And I switched to psychology. And psychology was pretty cool, but it still wasn't like, I still felt like my life was truly not in the right direction. Like it wasn't where I wanted to go. I was still doing it for somebody else. So I was living for somebody else. But then I said, no, this is wrong. I need to take control. And I know what's best for me. I don't really care if I like have to like, piss off or disappoint some people, but I'm gonna do what's right for me and take control. And right there, I was like, okay, I was already into psychology, right? But most of the things that I learned was from just YouTube.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually from classes. And I realized that law of manifestation is real and all these things are real. And because psychology, if you think about it, you as a person, you're just an observer of your thoughts. And that ego is the mask. And that person that is the ego, you can change that to anything you want to be. If you decide to be, let me give for example, if you want to be an athlete, right? And if you truly put in 100% of your effort, everything in your power that you can physically do, and like, truly put in the work, you go out, run every day, you truly put in the work, what difference are you from that athlete? There is going to be no difference. Eventually, if you put in that same amount of work, I truly think anybody can like do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So that's why I had that mindset. I was like, okay, ideally, if everything went right in my life, how I wanted to, right? So I was like, okay, I want to do day trading, right? For example, and I want to be really good at day trading, right? Not everybody can do it, but
Yeah.
I thought in my head, okay, if everything went right and I took all those right steps, I need to embody that person, right? So I need to start becoming that person and put on that mask. And then I had that realization, okay, I need to get some things in order. I need to start journaling. There's some things I can do right. Because the future me would not be doing the things that I was doing at the moment. So then I changed my perspective, okay? So I put myself in the future shoes. And if you can envision that person that you want to become, and you start taking the right steps into becoming that person, you slowly realize that your reality starts shifting. And that's what happened, dude. As my reality started shifting, I was like, this is insane. Like, it's starting to work.
Isn't it crazy how that
And
works, right?
yeah, and like
Because
I would speak it. You've seen in those videos, I would literally speak.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
because
hey, even though right now I have seen no proof that this is gonna work for me, I have not seen any proof. I was so optimistic, like delusionally
yep.
optimistic, right? I'd blow my accounts and I was like, oh, no, I blew my account. But what can I do from here, right? What would the future day trader do? He would journal those mistakes and he would not make them again. So then I was like, okay, that's exactly what I need to do.
Like how I see it, bro, like we both have like two different timelines in our life. Like one where, you know, you half-ass things, you don't really put in the actual work, and then another timeline where you do more every single day. You know, you do the things that you know you should be doing, and oftentimes that's the version that actually achieves like things that you want. And I feel like that's the type of mindset that you have right now. Do you think this is like the first time you've kind of like manifested something like that?
Actually, I'd say skating,
Yeah.
because I started skateboarding with my friends, and
Yeah.
there was like, for example, like some tricks that I didn't know, but like what I would do is I would envision me doing it in my head
Oh yeah.
and then reenact it in real life. And sure, like I might fall a few times, but
Yeah.
I'd get up and be like, okay, let me just try that shit again, you know?
Oh yeah, I
Like,
used to
because
skate
the way
too.
I envisioned it versus what I was actually doing was not the same. But once I started connecting those things, I saw the vision come to reality.
And yeah, it's like the same mindset
Awesome.
with like I feel like every sport. Like if you envision yourself as being like the best athlete, like what's the best athlete always doing, right? They're always showing up to practice and training. That'll be back testing. They're always, you know, reviewing what they're doing. I used to play football, so we would always review everything. Review is journaling, right? Like you talked about before. And yeah, when you just take the right steps in the right direction, and you know, most importantly also you have like a system in place to get your first payout. Were you trading like only ticks? Were you trading ABS, like a system?
Same with your course. Like when I saw that these were like A+ trades and this is what it looks like, I could add that to my knowledge and be like, okay, now I have even like broader, I
Yeah.
understand the market even more. And because the market presents I've realized the market presents those same setups, but they won't be down to the T, right? It's like a puzzle piece that you have to figure out. So I feel like knowing that, just collecting the information is what helped me. So yeah,
So you like combined a bunch of things into like your own kind of model now, right?
exactly. Yeah, what works for me. But
Exactly.
it's
Good.
it's a little bit of everything, like
Yeah.
risk management
Really
from
good.
this.
Yeah, that's
And
really good
yeah.
because honestly, that's what I would say I did myself as well. Like I learned from a bunch of people, found my own edge, you know, adjusted it to my own weak points. Where I always talk about this a lot, but like every single trader like has to find their own edge, and I feel like for you, you're starting to really get that down. Because for every trader, it's different. For some people, it's like over trading. Some people, it's just like emotions, right? So they have to put in rules into place, like, you know, walking away after a loss or, you know, risking not above a certain amount per day. But yeah, that's really good that you're really finding
Yeah.
your own edge now as a trader, and you're like finding yourself as a trader.
Yeah, I'd like to add that there's two things that really like define how my trading works, right? There's the psychology aspect and the technical aspect. Another thing is connecting, like making friends. I join these prop firm servers and I DM people and make connections, and I even have like a little group of like trading buddies that I trade with. It's nice having somebody to support. So if one tip I would give to any beginner trader, if you're like starting out, make connections, dude. Like talk out, reach out,
Yeah.
and find some like-minded people and form little groups that you can like support each other. But with the psychology and technical aspect, my like me personally, I was good in the technicals. Like I could study, I could watch all the technical videos, and know every single side like form of ICT setup, whatever. But what I struggled with was psychology and building that confidence and having like a risk management. But as soon as I started doing that, started journaling, risk management, and kind of combined everything together, that's when things started clicking for me.
Yeah, for sure. 100% agree. But yeah, we'll end it on that. And yeah, super, super hyped to watch you grow as well, because next steps are pretty much copy trading more accounts. Like right now, I think you have like four fundeds with Lucid or something. Yeah, now.
Yeah, I've got 3 fundings with Lucid,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and I'm planning. So I've got my first payout from that,
yeah.
and moving forward, the scaling plan for myself that like I'm thinking right now is So I get a second payout, and with that second payout, I can reinvest that in some like more accounts.
Yeah.
I'm thinking either Topstep or maybe just two more Lucid accounts because I really want to know, like, prove to myself, okay, I can do this consistently, and I want to be able to get that second, third, fourth payout and build that capital. Since also I have dropped out of college and I made that decision, I was like, okay, I need to burn my boats
Yeah.
and just take the step. Like, it sounds a little delusional, but like the thing is, I had to be delusional in order to get that first payout too, you know? So now I'm trying to carry on that momentum because once a rocket flies, you know, it keeps going. It doesn't just stop.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be that rocket and just keep working at it.
Yo, what's good? So this is like 2 weeks later after recording this video, and yeah, I didn't post this for like 2 weeks, but this dude deadass just ran up his accounts even more. So he said he's on like his fourth payout with Lucid after working with me one-on-one, and he's up like over $50,000. I'm gonna post the screenshots right here. Over 50 racks on the Lucid funded accounts right now. And yeah, he said he's about to secure like his fourth payout on Lucid. So yeah, actually cooking right now. So yeah, this literally shows how fast the snowball effect kind of goes into place once you start to do the right things, once you pretty much understand what you were doing wrong, what you were doing right, once you get the model down, and once you actually have the discipline to just stick to your rules. Shout out Rana, super proud of bro. This is literally just the beginning as well for him. Also, if you watch this video all the way until the end, honestly, you're one of the OGs, or you're one of the real ones who actually stays until the end. Drop a W in the comments, or just drop something in the comments below to hype up Rana. And yeah, I'm gonna send him the comments from this video. Right now, if you're a trader who keeps blowing funded accounts, if you're not even funded with a prop firm yet, if you haven't gotten your first ever prop firm payout, or if you've gotten a few prop firm payouts but you're just not consistent and you're not where you want to be in your trading, if you want to work with me one-on-one just how Rana did, I guarantee to work with you one-on-one until you're funded, max allocation with any prop firm, and receive your first ever prop firm payouts. My program is not just a course where I like give you videos, it's one-on-one with me where I review every single trade that you take in your journal. We hop on one-on-one calls to review everything. I build out your trading plan one-on-one, tailored to your actual weak points and to your own edge. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, first link in the description below of this video is where you can apply to work with me one-on-one if you're serious. Drop a like below if you stayed till the end. Drop a comment, subscribe if you're new. Until next time, love you all. Peace out. Also, don't forget, this Sunday, I'm giving away 7 prop firm accounts. I'm giving away 5 Lucid accounts and 3 Alpha Futures accounts when you use code KRABS at Lucid or at Alpha, and just DM me a screenshot on Instagram at KrabsTrades on Instagram. But yeah, all that aside, peace out. We'll talk soon. Good looks.